Okay, I'm going to be sealing some black on black swirl coasters with Echo Advance. This is a new setup, so we're going to see how this is going to go today. Trying to move things a little bit different, trying to make sure we can see everything, but we'll see how it goes. So I'm just going to do the dip method here. We got 5 sets. And I am not going to wipe these down. I'm going to do 3 in a row. 3 dips in a row, and then let them dry for a few hours before I put them back up on the racks. I really don't need to seal coasters. I like to seal the black because this black pigment has a tendency to still be on these after you get done. So I'm going to do squares, then the hex, then the rounds. I'm just going to do 3 in a row, so you'll see me just take them off the racks, put them back in the Echo Advance, and because you got to pretty well dry while I do this. I'm working in a bit more confined space than normal. I would normally do these in the shop. Today I'm not doing them in the shop, so I can video it. So these have already been cleaned up on the bottoms. They're all nice and flat. They're already cleaned up on the sides. All of these have already worked, so they're just ready to get sealed and then cork put on the bottom, and then they will be ready for resale, or resale, if you want to call them that. So this is a different setup, so we're going to see how this goes today. The other setup with the bigger light was, I think, a little bit too bright at times, and it washed out some of my videos. So I'm not worried about wiping them, just letting them go as is. And as you can see it's already starting to dry. It already soaked in already, so they go back in for the second dip. I just move them around and make sure that everything's got sealant on it. Take them back out. I'm not worried about bubbles. I'm not worried about any of that stuff at this point. I mean, if you are, you can just wipe them down with your gloves and just knock off most of them. But what I've noticed is you don't even see any bubbles or anything like that. Bubbles all pop. I do like to rub the middles a little bit just to make sure that there's no like little pieces of grit on there or something that I've missed. I've noticed it makes them shinier too when they dry. So these are all the black on black coasters I did 2 weeks ago. They've been sitting drying for a couple of weeks because I haven't had time to get back to this project, so I've had other things that are more important. So I need to get these sealed. I don't need them till the end of the month, but I want to get them done out of the way, and they can sit and seal for a couple of weeks, really dry good. I'll probably let them. So I just like run over the mills here. This is just if there's anything stuck on there or I missed, or as you see that this is the sealer I use for my black stuff, because it has a tendency to get, it's a lot darker than my normal Echo Advance. It's not an Echo Advance. If you used it, it's a bright white sealer. So this black kind of comes off in the sealer a little bit. But yeah, I don't need these till the end of the month, but I'll let them sit for about a week, and then I will go through and put cork on the bottoms after about a week. This is where you need to have a lot of space at times. See how that black comes off? That's that super black pigment, and sometimes it just, you have extra in there, so it just kind of runs out like that. So I'm going to do one more seal on these. That's why I'm not too worried about any of these little bubbles. As you see these up here in the top, all the bubbles go away as they sit there. So yeah, the bubbles pop, and you don't even see them. This is kind of the final one, so see that little black? That's that super black. Oh, pieces of it coming off. So I needed to do these, and then I needed to do just the black ones. So I'll do those tomorrow. This is already almost noon, so it's not going to happen today. I'll do it tomorrow to get them done. So these are all for that special request I had. I had somebody that made a special request that just wanted black coasters. So we weren't sure if we wanted to just do plain black or black with swirls. So these are for that person, and whichever ones she doesn't want, we will put them up for sale. This is a little special request. And I've never made black coasters, but these guys really look cool. Come on. Come on. Don't you fall off my rack. is where it's good to keep track of what you're doing. I may do these one more time just to make sure that we don't have any issues. I mean, these should be really sealed, so I think I'm going to do it one more time. Can't hurt. So tomorrow I'll do the 6 sets of black coasters tomorrow. This is 5 sets of black on black coasters. I think I am going to do these one more time. So, and as you see, the bubbles go away, so this is why I'm not too worried about it. See, we have no bubbles on here. And we're getting a lovely shiny coat. See, I mean, these guys look so cool. So we're just going to do this. And what I'm going to do with this sealer is I have another jug that I have marked used. So this is used sealer, so this is going to go in that jug. And it's an Eco Advanced jug, so it's not like I'm using something else. These guys look so cool when they're sealed. So what I'll do is I'll pour it in that, and any little black pieces that may have fallen off, like on the backs or something like that, will be in the bottom of this tray. And I'll do a little filter on it. It's still going to be this color, but it'll be this gray color. And I only use this used sealer on black things I seal. I won't use this on anything else, just in case some of that pigment comes off. So this will get poured back into the jug. If I need additional sealer, I have a one that I have called New, and it works quite well because this way it keeps this stuff separated. I don't have to worry about it. This one here. So this is how I seal coasters. I did a whole bunch of other ones this week. Did the black and gold swirled coasters this week. This also lets me look at them to see if I need to work anything on them. I feel any bumps on the back I may have missed. Things like that. I may need to do a little work on before I put the cork on the back. Let's get these guys so a little bit more space between them. Leaving them in these in here for a couple more minutes ain't gonna hurt them. I mean, they are very much so cured. So, and as you see, this is why you wear gloves working with black ones. So let me take these off. And yes, I go through a lot of gloves. And I'll take this sealer and pour it in my little used jug here. See, it says used. It's an old Eco Advanced one. Then I have my new sealer. It's already been opened, but keep them in the containers they come in. So what I'll do is I'll just pour this back into here. show you is see, there's a little garbage down in there from the black. So that one, make sure that does not go back in the sealer. So that's good. And so this is now back in this little container. Don't have to worry about it. That will settle. That black will settle out of it, and then I'll be able to I'll use that tomorrow. So that's it for this one. And as you see, all the bubbles are going away. Let me take this. Let me pause this, and I'll take you down to the. Let me see if I can get you down to the bottom, and I'll show you what you got. But I want to try some more lights on first. I have a tremendous amount of light in this room, so let me pause this. As you see, we have no bubbles on those at all. So you don't need a wipe. I mean, these guys are still a little wet. As you see, we got right little definition here. See, the bubbles just go right away. So I'm not too worried about those little bubbles there. They will go away as that sealer dries. And so these will sit here for a couple hours until I take them off. And then they will go up on the racks for about a week. Then I'll put the feet on to put the cork on the back. So one of the things about making stuff like this is you got to have room so you can let stuff just sit. So that's it for this one. Tomorrow I'll do the black coasters tomorrow, and then I'll make a video for that.